He was on the farm, and you'll never see him now.
Hi everyone, welcome back to Simply Sarah. In today's video, I'm going to highlight my grandpa Sheldon. We were really lucky to only live 4 hours away from my grandparents, so I have a lot of memories. Some of my younger memories I have with my grandpa are when he would play Phase 10 with the grandchildren. Our family loves to play games, and that whenever you were there, you stay up late playing games, and sometimes he would join us, and we would only play his favorite game, Phase 10. He was super good and would almost always win. He was always plotting and planning as he was playing. He was always quiet while all of us were always loud, which is why I think he did so good. This picture shows that he was always there for his grandchildren, even from the very beginning. I have a lot of memories vacationing with my grandparents. One of those memories was at Disneyland. I still remember going on Buzz Lightyear with my grandpa. I was spinning the car, and I remember me and my grandpa just laughing because he was trying so hard to shoot the targets and I kept spinning it. It was my turn to tease him. His love language was teasing. Some things he would tease me about was that whatever I was eating, he would tell me that my hair was going to turn that color. Like when I would eat pancakes, which he made every morning when you were at his house, he would tell me that my hair was going to turn white. In the most recent years, he would take my phone and try to open it. I would always tell him, if you can open it, you can have it. He would always say, no, mother has one, I don't need one. He would also always ask me every time we saw him if I was chasing boys. One time when I was hurt, he asked me if I fell while chasing the red-headed boys. He would tell all of his grandchildren not to kiss the red-headed boys. In this picture, it shows my grandpa's teasing personality. My grandpa really liked to go to sporting events with his kids and grandkids. In this picture, my cousins and my grandpa are at the Malad horse races. In this picture, he looks so happy to be there. Normally, he doesn't smile in pictures, but in this picture, he is loving what he is doing with the people he loves. In this picture, my grandpa is eating Aggie ice cream at a Utah State basketball game. Another memory I have with my grandpa is he had this little red truck. Most of the time when we were there, he would always go up to our family ranch. He would always ask the boy cousins to go up with him, but this time he asked me. I got to sit in the middle seat of his truck. We drove up to the gas station, and he let me pick out a Gatorade and anything else I wanted. We drove up to the ranch and talked and talked and talked. When we got there, he got on his four-wheeler, and I watched my grandpa. My grandpa was a community man. He knew everyone and everyone loved him. This picture is him on a 4th of July parade float. Some things that always remind me of my grandpa was his PJT hat that he wore almost every day, his suspenders and his collared shirt. He would always have a little red book and an envelope of cash. This picture shows my grandpa's PJT hat. This is his 2017 little red book. When he was alive, we always thought he just carried this around for no reason. As he has died, we have learned that he used this as a journal and as a calendar. My grandma's name was Yvonne, and a lot of these days consist with Yvonne felt good, Yvonne felt bad, Yvonne had a doctor's appointment. But some days he wrote about him and said, I felt tired today, I picked beans. This one says snow, 2 inches, windy. Also, on all of these days, he mostly says partly cloudy. He always thought that where he lived was partly cloudy. Sometimes he has doctor's appointments, sometimes he has church. He has Mike and Trudy came up. Those are my parents' names, and so it shows that my parents came up. This is a really special memory. This is our last family picture before he died. He died a year ago. Something that my dad said at the funeral that really stuck with me was, one word to describe my dad is giver. My dad was a giver. In a world full of takers, we need to be a giver. We need to be a giver like my dad. Everyone praised my grandpa and said how a kind, genuine person he was. I want to strive to be like him. I love you, Grandpa.
He was on the farm, and you'll never see him now.